This demo was organized because today, March 15th, is known as the International Day Against Police Brutality. It was started in 1997 in Switzerland and Montreal and commemorates the day that 2 children, aged 11 and 12, were beaten to death by Swiss police. This date has had a particularly strong tradition of resistance in Montreal, where just 2 days ago, 11 police cars were reportedly destroyed by 15 to 20 masked people.
That speech by a masked protester kicked off a demonstration commemorating the International Day Against Police Brutality. Over 100 people, many of them wearing masks, converged on a skate park in East Van to express their displeasure at the increased police presence in the city's neighborhoods.
I've personally seen police beat the shit out of people, especially downtown East Side folks. And even as a kid, I remember police beating up kids who were stranded and on their own. And I've personally experienced police brutality as well. So yeah, see it all the time.
The group then took Broadway Avenue and headed towards Commecial Drive. The police presence was large considering the size of the demonstration. There were cops on bicycles, on foot, and a van with half a dozen cops trailed the march. One cop continuously documented the rally with a video camera. I asked him why he was videotaping the crowd.
To film the crowd.
Why are you? What does that serve? What purpose does that serve the police?
It films the crowd. It just gets an idea for everybody that wasn't here what was going on.
For who? Who's going to watch this tape?
Police personnel.
For what purposes?
For getting a feel of the crowd.
Is this part of a police investigation, or don't you think that this sends an intimidating message to people?
Everybody has video cameras, including yourself.
But don't you think this intimidates people from like actually having dissent?
Apparently the video cop was not providing satisfactory answers, so a second cop interrupted my questioning to provide what he thought were better answers.
More than you taping it, sir.
Yeah.
Why not? I'm the press. I have a right to be the press.
And we do too as well. We have a right to tape anything.
But don't you think this intimidates people?
We have a right to tape things in a public venue as well. There's no expectation of privacy in a public place. This is a public place. We're allowed to videotape. If we need the tape later for some investigative purpose, we have it. We can't go back and invent something after. So this is.
But you don't think it intimidates people? Look at people. Look at people. Why are people masked up?
I have no idea. Why are they masked up? Perhaps you can ask that.
Because you're intimidating them with your cameras.
Maybe you can answer why they're masked up.
I just told you, you're intimidating with your cameras. They're afraid that they're going to be visited by the police, that their families are going to be visited by the police. I mean, you wouldn't like it if your privacy was like...
And that's your view as the press of what's going to happen, or you've actually got documented evidence of that? I'm just curious. You say
oh, yeah, no, I was visited by the police and I am the press.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
Evidence of police intimidation of anti-Olympic activists and independent journalists has been widely documented. One of the mass protesters recounted her experiences of police harassment.
I've been harassed a lot in terms of anti-Olympic organizing recently. I've had the cops at my house. I've had cops getting my numbers from press releases and texting me like constantly. I got one today about this march. So like, it's like, you know, maybe it's not violence, but it's harassment and it's intimidating. And to have them at your door and talking to your partner and your family, you know, we live in a democratic society, and we face a lot of police repression. And you know, even right here, you see the police. They can't even stand back. They're coming in and they're starting to question people.
Death, set the hands across. No more death, set the hands across.
The anti-cop march stopped in front of the controversial Community Policing Center on Commecial Drive. The police quickly formed a line to protect the cop shop, which has been vandalized and had its windows smashed on multiple occasions. Here's one of the protesters explaining why she doesn't want police in her neighborhood.
If a community is a series of relationships with others, then I want to redefine these relationships along the lines of inclusiveness, mutual aid, self-organization, and anarchy. Community policing is a state-designed recuperation tool aimed at suppressing civil dissent and undesirables and maintaining social control in a current capitalist society. Rather than bringing communities together and increasing our safety, community policing relies upon such tactics as encouraging a snitch culture and reliance on the pigs to solve our problems for
I'm the press.
I don't care. You're not going in there.
Outside of here. Why?
Yes.
How the hell am I supposed to document this if you guys don't give us access?
That's
one of my compatriots right behind your police line right there. One of my compatriots is right behind you.
Doesn't matter. This is our line. You're not going by.
Freedom of the press in Canada. Great thing you guys are protecting.